Hello! Are you having a good time? What a club. This is a lovely gig for me. This is like a homecoming gig for me. Because I was born in Liverpool, but I don't live in Liverpool though, because back in the 1970s, my mum and dad were sold a dream of a life in the country. I moved to Runcorn. Right, well done. Great. But it's quite famous. Runcorn, though, it's famous for a couple of things. First of all, it's the place where the sitcom 2 Pints of Lager and a Packet of Crisps was filmed, if you remember that. Which is ironic that it was filmed in Runcorn, because just like Runcorn, it was shit. And, excuse me, it's also the place where the very rich and successful comedian John Bishop grew up. Did you know that? Born in Liverpool, but moved to Runcorn. And he still lives in Runcorn. He still lives in the area, John, as well. I call him John like I fucking know him, do you know what I mean? He doesn't know who I am. But he does a lot of charity work and community work in Runcorn. He does it all for free, which I think is great. So whenever he's out doing something for charity in Runcorn, I make a point of going around and robbing his house. It's great. He's got loads of stuff, like, less now, obviously. But I've been doing comedy for a little while now. Before I started doing comedy, I actually spent a few years in prison. Well, technically I was working in a call centre, but it's the same thing, isn't it, really? You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be there. But I worked on a team full of lads half my age, and they lived in a completely different world to what I'm used to. Like, some of the stuff they're up to as crackers, like. And they were so confident with women, like they knew exactly what to say and do to get a woman to sleep with them. Because I was terrible with women when I was younger, right? I was so bad with women. I was a virgin till I was 22. You can't believe that, can you? And I tell you what, back in my day, I was a looker. I haven't always been a fat four-eyed Carl Pilkington, by the way. Or, as was called last summer, the leader of UKIP. Remember him? Basically, he was a racist zippy, that fella. Well, anyway, yeah, so I was a virgin until I was 22. I didn't have a clue about sex and positions and that kind of stuff. The only 69 I knew was egg foo young half rice half chips from the local takeaway. Didn't have a clue. And I was working in a warehouse at the time, and everyone that I was working with was much older than me. They were all married and more experienced than I was. And they knew I was a virgin, because I told them. I never thought they'd find that funny, right? And they used to always talk about sex in front of me to embarrass me, make me feel awkward. And one day, I was walking across the yard. This fella shouts out, he goes, "Hey, Colin," he said, "me and lads had a bit of a chat. We want to know, have you ever had one of them 69s? And I said, "Well," I said, "it's funny you should say that today, mate, because I had one of them last night." He said, "Bloody hell, that's brilliant. How'd you get on?" I said, "Well, I struggled, to be honest. My dad finished it off." It's awkward, that, isn't it? Oh. Mate. And because I'm from Runcorn, nobody batted a bloody eyelid. Inbreeding, innit? And it was just as awkward when I was working in this call centre with all these young lads. We'd sit in the canteen. There's a lot of young girls working there as well. And as the girls kept walking past, they're all passing comment on who they've slept with, who they're going to sleep with, who they've snapped round pictures of their knobs to, and that kind of stuff, whatever it's called, right? And obviously at my age, I couldn't join in without sounding like a 1970s entertainer. So I tended not to bother. But one week, this girl came walking in, and one of the lads gave me a nudge. He said, "Yeah, Colin," he said, "see one of those women over there? She's been asking about you. I've told her that you're single. She wants to know if she can have your number." So I looked over at this group of girls, picked out this one particular girl. I said, "Which one is it? The good-looking one over there by the salad bar?" He said, "Don't be so stupid, Colin, no. It's the girl next to her at the pie station." I said, "Fair enough, I'm a big fella myself, right?" I said, "I took one look at this woman, right? Look, Liverpool, please don't think I'm being horrible when I say this. Don't think I'm being rude, right? But this woman had a face that'd stop a monkey from wanking." So it's rude, that, isn't it? It's nature, isn't it? It's not my fault, right? I said, "You know what, mate?" I said, "I'm sure she's lovely, but I'll give her a miss. She's not my type." I was dead shocked. He said, "What difference does that make? You're a bloke. She fancies you. Give us your number." I said, "Excuse me, young man, but how dare you?" I got posh when I'm angry, pal. I said, "I'm a man of principles, you know." I said, "I might be getting on a little bit. It might be a while since I've been with a woman. What makes you think I'm that desperate that I'd give that girl my telephone number just because she fancies me?" He said, "Because she's a slapper." I said, "Oh, 7740 600. I'm not stupid, am I? You know what I mean, mate?" Anyway, get on to this, right? Late that night, I'm sat at home watching television on my couch. When my phone goes, I answer it. This voice goes, "Ooh. Is that you, Colin?" I said, "Is that you, Mum?" She said, "No. It's Debs from work." Ooh. what are you up to? I said, I'm just chilling out on the couch. And she went, ooh, what have you got on? I said, Casualty. I'm out the loop, man. I don't know what she's on about. She went, ooh, I'm a nympho. What are you? I said, Scorpio. Fucking clueless. But anyway, I've had a very exciting couple of months. I went away to Thailand on holidays before Christmas. Anyone ever been to Thailand? Amazing place. I was really looking forward to going for a few reasons. Like, I'd never been before, so I was looking forward to that. And also, my ex-girlfriend was of Thai descent. But what it was, right, she was born in England, but her mum was from Thailand, and her dad was a pervert, right? So that's how they met. And she was a lovely girl, and she had an unusual name. Her name was Ping, which is actually a Chinese name, which means peaceful or calm, which was very appropriate for her, really, because she was a very laid-back lady. But she had this really weird fetish, Ping, where she liked to scream out her name over and over again while we were having sex, right? The first time we done it at my house, my flatmate thought the microwave was broke. Never been that, all right. And shit, that, innit? One of the best things about when you go to somewhere like Thailand, the best thing about that is you meet people from all over the world. Not like if you go to Benidorm, you end up fingering a classroom assistant from Rotherham. Do you know what I mean? You meet proper interesting people, right? I met this girl, right, in this bar. She was from Azerbaijan, right? She was like Ray Parlour. Remember him? Played for Arsenal, right? Looked a bit like him. So I got chatting to her. I asked the usual question. I said, whereabouts are you from? She went, oh, I'm from Azerbaijan, right? Which I followed up with the most pointless question I've ever asked anybody in my life. I said, really? Which part of Azerbaijan are you from? I don't even know where Azerbaijan is. What the fuck are you asking that for? But I'll tell you a couple of things before we go. Have you got any mums in? Give us a cheer if you're a mum. Brilliant. Okay, so my mum's a lovely lady, 71 years of age, and she's as mad as a clown's cock, right? Honestly. She's going through this really weird phase of cooking loads of soups. So I went around to see her the other week. She said, would you like a bowl of soup, Colin? I said, what type is it? She went, broccoli and Stilton. I said, I don't like Stilton. She said, okay, I didn't have any Stilton, so I used Laughing Cow instead. Fucking crackers. And I started wearing glasses about 12 months ago. I'd never worn them before. I was feeling a little bit self-conscious. So I don't know about you guys. If I'm feeling a bit low, the person I turn to is my mum, because mums are lovely, really, aren't they? Oh, thank you. I was going to say they weren't then. But anyway, so I walked into the house. I said, Mum, I said, what do you think of my glasses? She went, oh, they make you look a bit like a paedophile. I said, Mum, that doesn't help. She said, oh, but they really suit you. I said, that's bloody worse. Anyway, you've been awesome as always. Keep supporting live comedy. Good night.